Today is the 14th of May 2024, and this will be our 8th video on the standard index form. This topic is so simple, but people get confused, okay? And at times, you can be asked to solve questions as we've been doing, or leave your answer in standard index form. Okay, so that's why I have decided to just take my time and show you the addition, the subtraction, uh, the multiplication, the division, okay, how to change ordinary numbers to standard form, and how to change back when the powers are positive and when the powers are negative. Okay, I hope it is helping you. Okay, today I'm just going to solve some questions with you. Okay, from what we've been doing in all the videos, so it's like a summary. And then if I find a bit challenging question, I'll bring in some possible exam questions. I'll add it to the next set. Or I'll just, if it's easy, like change an ordinary number to a standard form. We'll have a look at it at the status. Okay, maybe we might use it for mental math or something. Before I start today's lesson, thank you all my subscribers. Okay, all the people who are sticking with me, thank you very much. Please, if you have not considered subscribing, can you please subscribe? Share, like, depending on the platform, you can either subscribe or follow. And do leave us some nice comments. Okay, I'll encourage you to do that. Okay, there is always a first to do something. When we started this, I guess had 2 subscribers. Okay, so what it means is the word is spreading, but we need to build it up so that we can remain and circulate on the platform so that other people can see and use it for their benefit, because every year there is a Gcse, okay, and every year there are disadvantaged students, and every year there are students who couldn't get that A star to C because maybe they didn't get the necessary help. Okay, so let's push it forward. And please, if the account is not yours, ask permission from the account holder, or open your own account, or ask somebody to help you open your account. Okay, in the comment section you normally see please follow my notes/scripts. Okay, so look at the mental math, more of sense. Okay, so if you hear me say here to add the roots, the square roots, okay, please, that is root 7 times root 2. So if I say root 7 root 2, it just means root 7 times root 2. Okay, please follow my notes/scripts. And then beware of scammers. Okay, there is no orphanage, there is no amputee or anything, okay, that we are sponsoring here. Okay, we are not soliciting for funds. If there is, I'll let you know. Okay, at the moment there is none. And if we get to that stage where we have to do something for those people, I'll let you know. For platforms like that, I'll let you know. But at the moment, we don't have any as yet. So beware of scammers. Okay. Recap. Watch last video for recap, please. I did division in standard index form, where you divide the numbers and the powers of 10 you subtract. Okay, so go and watch the last video for recap. Okay, now I started today is sets again. Okay, and this one we put it under mental math so that it will help us think a bit faster. Okay, so the first question is square root of 3. You know, bit mass and board mass, we've done that. Is the B starts for brackets. Okay, so immediately you see this, you need to do the bracket first. Okay, so root 3 root 2 is root 6 divided by 2. Okay, so it's 3. Or you can take 2 out. Square root of 2, square root of 2, you cancel it out. And then you are left with root 3. Now, root 8 times root 5 divided by root 8, the same thing. So root 8 will cancel out. So you are left with root 5. Root 7 times root 2 divided by root 2. Okay, so root 2 will cancel out. You are left with root 7. Root 3 times root 5 divided by root 15. So now, root 3 times root 5 is root 15. Root 15 divided by root 15 is 1. Okay, or you can have 3 root 3 root 5 and then root 15 root 3 root 5, and it still get 1 because the root 3's will cancel out and then the root 5 will cancel out. Root 3 times root 3 divided by root 3. So here it's also simple. Okay, if you do root 9 over root 3, you are going to get 3 roots 3 divided by root 3. And in one of the videos, I said to you, it says if the denominator has a root, it's classed as untidy. So you have to rationalize. Okay, so the best thing you can do here is to cancel the root 3 out. Then you are left with root 3 on the denominator, the numerator, sorry. So then you don't have to rationalize again. Okay, and it's mental math, so you're supposed to be fast. So things like this, you can just, the more you do it, the more easier it becomes. Because assuming you do root 9 over root 3, you are going to get 3 divided by root 3. And then that means the root 3 becomes the denominator. Then you have to divide again by root 3, divided by root 3 to rationalize. Okay, so just by looking at it, you can cancel out, and then you have the square root on the numerator. Okay, now today I'm just going to take you through some questions that we've been doing so far. And as I said, after this, we'll look at another topic. And whilst we bring this ones like we are doing with sets, like we did with circle theorem, and like we do with other topics, we'll keep on bringing them up. If it's graph work, I would need a whole lesson to explain. So maybe I'll just bring it to some possible questions if I have done some videos with you. Because if I've done videos with you, then you understand it, unless you haven't watched it. Okay, so if I've done videos on those, then go back and look for those videos and watch. Okay, if you go on YouTube and you type Gcse mathematics Josephine, and then you type the topic you want, there should be so far we've done a lot of topics, so there should be a topic there that can help you revise. Okay, now the first one, we are going to change to ordinary number. So we have the standard form, and then we'll change it to an ordinary number. So here we have 2.6 times 10 to the power 5. Okay, so we write 2.6 out. 10 to the power 5, the 5 is positive. So we are going to move 5 places towards your right hand. Okay, from where the decimal place is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The empty spaces, we add zeros. Okay, so now we have 2, 6, and 4 zeros. So that is where we are. 1, 2, 3, comma. So we have 260,000. Okay. 2, 1.75 times 10 to the power 6. Okay, so we have 1.75 here, and then 10 to the power 6. It's again, because it's a positive 6, we are going to move 6 times towards our right hand. So 1.75, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So where the empty spaces are, we add zeros. So it's 175 and 4 zeros. So that is here 175, 4 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that will be 1.7, 1,750,000. Okay. Also, you should be able to change ordinary numbers back to standard form. Okay, you should be. We've done videos of that, so I expect you to do that. 5.84 times 10 to the power 0. Okay, here there will be no movement, but we've written it in standard form. Okay, and earlier I told you 10 to the power 0 is 1. Okay, so 5.84 there times 10 to the, so the real number is 5.84. In standard form, is 5.84 times 10 to the power 0. Okay, 8.23 times 10 to the power minus 3. So we write 8.23. Okay, 8.2, please, there's no 3. 8.2, okay, times 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, the 3 is on the 10, the powers of 10, and it's negative. So now we move away from the right hand 3 steps, or towards the left hand 3 steps. So that is where the decimal is. So 1, 2, 3. So it will be 0.0082. That will be the ordinary number here. Okay. Now 3.5 times 10 to the power minus 1. Again, we have 3.5 minus 1, so we need only one movement, but minus, so we move towards, okay, the left hand, or away from the right hand. So one step, because it's minus 1 there. So the ordinary number now be 0.35, which is there. By now, I've done this video 8 times, okay? Even though we've looked at different aspects, they are all standard form. Okay, so you should be getting the just now. 4.9 times 10 to the power minus 2. So minus 2, so now we are going to move 2 steps towards the left hand, okay, or away from the right hand. Okay, so 4.9. Okay, so 1, 2. So now the decimal is here. We put a 0 there. So we have 0.049. That is where we are. Okay, under this section, 6.24 times 10 to the power minus 3. So minus 3 is 3 movement towards the left hand. Okay, so 6.24, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you have 0.00624. Okay, so that finishes that section. Now let's look at the second section, what I have for you. Here it says solve. Okay, so solve 2.6 times 10 to the power 5, okay, divided by 0.1. Okay, so we 0.1, we can write it as a standard form, or we can write the numbers out, cancel out, and then revert it back to the standard form. So what I did here is 2.6 in the standard form times 10 to the power 5. So I'm going to move towards my right hand 5 times, because it is positive 5, 10 to the power 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 260,000. So there. Now divided by 0.1. To get 1, we have to move 1 place. Okay, so if we move 1 place here, then we add a 0 to the numerator, because now if we move 1 place to the denominator, then you have to move a place on the numerator as well. Okay, so now the denominator becomes 1, and the numerator becomes 260,000. Okay, so now we have to revert to the standard form. So we have 2.6 times 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 10 to the power 6. Okay. Again, solve. Okay. One standard form divided by the other. Okay. So we divide the numbers. Okay. Or we get them into ordinary numbers and then we cancel out. Okay, and we revert back to the standard form. Questions like this, do what you are confident to do so that you can always get all the answers, because these are simple questions. Okay, now 2.73 will become 2.7 positive 3, so we are going to move 3 places. So the numerator becomes 1, 2, 3. So we add 2 zeros. Divided by 3.375 times 10 to the power 5. So here we are going to move 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 0, 0. So you cancel out the 2 zeros. Okay, you can use your calculator to solve this. Okay, so you have 27 divided by 3375, which will give you 0.08, is 0.008. Okay, now we revert back to standard form. If they say we should leave the answer in ordinary number, this is what we write. But assuming they ask us to leave our answer in standard form, then we'll have 8.0123 times 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, it can't be possible because if we add plus 3, then it's going to go to like 8,000. But if we change it, we want to come back into, and this number is less than 1, very less than 1. So your power should be minus something so that you can revert back to the same number you have here. Okay. Another one under this section, solve this number times. Okay, so we've done the division. Now if you're timesing, you multiply the numbers and you add the powers. Okay, or you can also just change them into ordinary numbers and multiply. So 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, now 10 to the power 2, add 5 is 7. Okay, so what happened here is I changed them to ordinary numbers, multiply, and then I change back. Okay, but another way of doing it, so 10 to the power 2 is 300. 10 to the power 4 times 3 times 10 to the power 2 is 300, times 4 times 10 to the power 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 zeros in front of the 4. Okay, so 3 times 4 is 12. Then I have 2 zeros here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 7 zeros now. Okay, because I'm multiplying. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then my 12. So to revert back to standard form, I have 1.2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm not writing it as 12 times something. I'm writing it as 1.2. So it will be 10 to the power 8. Now another one. Solve 3 times 10 to the power 2 divided by 4 times 10 to the power 5. So here we divide the numbers and add the powers, or we change them to ordinary number, divide, and then we simplify and revert back. Okay, so here 3 times 10 to the power 2 is 300. Okay, divided by 4 times 10 to the power 5. So 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have 300 divided by 400,000. The 2 zeros on the numerator and the denominator will take care of themselves. So we have 3 divided by 4,000. Okay. 3 over 4 is 0.75. Okay. So if we do this on the calculator, okay, assuming it's a calculator question, then we have 0.007, 0.00075. Okay. Now we revert back into the standard form. So the decimal now should be between 7 and 5, which we have here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So minus 4 there. So that will be our answer. Solve 5 times 10 to the power 3 divided by 2 times 10 to the power minus 1. So we can have 5 divided by 2, and then 10, 3 minus 1, because you have to subtract. 3 minus 1 becomes 4. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. So now to change it, so now we have it in the standard form. So we have 2.5 times 10 to the power 4. Or, okay, we can change them to whole numbers. So 5 times 10 to the power 3 will be 5000. Or we are going to move 3 places. Okay, and then 2 times 10 to the power minus 1 will be, we move 1 place, so we have 0.2. Okay, so we have 5,000 divided by 0.2. So we can add 0 to the numerator, and that becomes 2. Okay. 50 divided by 2 is 25. And then we have 25,000. 25,000 in the standard form will become 2.5 Okay, so now 2.5 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 to the power 4. Okay, if we write 10 to the power negative 4, it will be a smaller number, but we want 25,000, so it will be a positive power. Okay, I hope the things you don't understand, you will understand here, because here I guess decided to bring some questions together so that we can wrap up this session and go on to another section. Okay, um please subscribe, share, like, and follow. If the account is not yours, ask permission from the account holder or open your own account. Okay, follow my notes/scripts. It's been a lot of numbers today. Okay, and beware of scammers, please. Beware of scammers. Take care of yourself online. Thank you so much for watching today's video with me, and I'll see you in the next.